today's video I'm going to give you a review on 3 things that I dislike about my Ninebot Max. Hey there YouTube family and welcome. My name is Dan and I am the Wannabe Geek and this is my channel here. I'm just an average guy with an above average interest in all things tech. I actually love making videos for those who also have an above average interest in all things tech. So welcome for those of you who have or are also wannabe geeks. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 3 things that I dislike about my Ninebot Max scooter. After having it for a month, it's given me a lot of opportunity to do a heap of rides, over 100 kilometers of riding, not quite 100 miles, but about 130 kilometers of riding I've done on this scooter over the last 3 to 4 weeks. So the first month in, there is a few things that I would like to discuss. Let's go with number 1. The first thing that has been or is a concern to me about this scooter, the app limitations. Seriously, this app is so 2010, 12, maybe 15 at the best. There is limitations with the app, and for me, the app limitations for me would be the fact that the scooter has to be turned on to get the critical data that you have in the app. So let's have a look in my phone. So for instance, if I actually log into my phone right now and we go to the Segway app, you can see up on the screen here, and I'll do a screen record, it says an abnormal situation has occurred in your account, please log in again. And the reason it comes up with that is because I connected it to this. Yes, this is a Samsung Note 10 and it has got Apple logo on it. Okay, well, but anyway, so because I actually activated it on my Note 10, and turned the app on, it disconnected it from the iPhone, which is just a pain because I don't like to go riding with the same phone every time. I might be using a different device and I would prefer just go into the device that I've got with me and log into the app. But every time that you log into the app on another device, it logs you out on the existing. And you can see that as we're doing the screen record that the data is there. So my Ninebot is actually on charge at the moment. Loving the cable on this thing. I do love the charging feature. But what you'll see in the app is the limited information that's on it. There are features about the app I do love. I do not dislike the app as in its entirety. I think it has some fine tuning to be done. Now, as we look through the app, you can see that the app has the data, shows which way you're facing, the direction up here. This is a pretty cool feature which I'll describe in a second. This is telling me how much mileage I've got left, so I've got 49.4 kilometers. Like I said, the scooter is currently on charge, and as it's charging, you'll see that number go up. It's at 76% charged. When it's at 100%, I get 65 kilometers of range out of this bad boy. That is fantastic. Seriously, this is great. The limitations that I do have is when I turn the scooter off, what happens is this data goes missing. If we swipe into the second screen, it actually has some really cool data as well. And the frustration that I have is that when I'm actually in the app and the scooter isn't turned on, I actually can't see any of the data. So this data is not there. The other thing is I would love to see a record of my average speed being maintained. I'd love to see, obviously this is current, but this is the average, this is the actual temperature. So there's some good data on here. The cruise control feature is fantastic, and when I do a full review on the scooter, I'll go through these. Pedestrian mode, I love putting people on pedestrian mode when they're having the first go because they jump on and they go, oh my gosh, what is this thing? Because it limits you out at 6 kilometers an hour, so I'm not sure what that is in miles, but when it limits you out at 6 kilometers an hour, which is just hideously slow, something that I can walk faster than. So that is my concern, my first concern with the app. Look, the feature I do love is when I put the actual app, the scooter into lock, if you do try to move the scooter, what it does is it will actually sound an alarm on the scooter. It's just through it just tightens the regenerative braking up on the scooter, but also the phone will actually give me an alert if the scooter is moved. So that is probably one thing. The other thing is that if I log into the application, like I said to you, there's a few things that I do find a struggle with the application. The second one is you can only be connected to one device at a time, and that is so annoying to me. Like I said before, I love being able to grab my phone, whatever phone I'm using at the time, and go out and get connected. And it's just look, is it a big issue? Not really. It's just a pain in the butt that I've got to do it. So just bear with me for a second while I log into my iPhone, and let's just check what actually happens on my Samsung whilst I'm doing it on there as well. So, oops. So I'm just logging in on my phone. And I am screen recording this, but I will not show you my password, obviously. So as we're logging in, what you'll see is up on this screen here, this device is going to it's making a mockery of me. It's making an absolute mockery of me. Let me just press, disconnect, search device again. And are we able to get in? Here we go. So just connecting it on my iPhone. It's not allowing me to connect. Connection failed. There we go. Oh, here we go. And there you have it. As you can see down the bottom, it has the error that has come up on the screen. A situation has occurred on your account. Log in again. Log in again. Log in again. And that, my friends, is just a serious pain in the butt. Anyway, look, it is limited on the actual Ninebot information as well. So once we are in the application and you're going through certain things on the application, it doesn't actually have all of the data that you would like to have on the Ninebot Max. It's actually got a lot of other Segway devices in there. However, when you're scanning through the user manuals, devices, there's actually some really cool things that you can do, like check out mileage, put your own weights and details in on the application for other devices other than the Segway Ninebot Max. If I do have any limitations or any concerns or frustrations with Little Black Beauty, the first dislike is the limitations I have with the application itself. Number two, coming into my dislike, and number two for the Ninebot Max is ludicrous mode sucks. Like seriously, okay, so it's not really ludicrous mode, it's sport mode. But come on, for goodness sake, this is the Tesla, creme de la creme of electric scooters as far as I'm concerned. I said the sport mode for Black Beauty is a little bit to be desired. Maxes out at 25 kilometers an hour, downhill maybe 27, 28. Like I said, I was actually riding the Xiaomi 365 Pro yesterday. I had that up to about 27 kilometers an hour. It's about 4 kilograms lighter than my scooter. And so the limitation on the speed is just one of the things that I said it was one of my cons last week. It's one of my dislikes this week. It is, seriously, I just struggle with it. Number three, the third and final thing that I dislike about this scooter is it is heavy. It is heavy. It's 18.7 kilograms, which is about 41.2 pounds for those of you living in the US. Look, and I've got to climb 3 steps of stairs to come up to this location. 3 level, they're only little ones, like it's pretty much like 1 level, but it's 3 runs and it's 20 kilos and you work up a sweat. I just went for a ride and between videos here, between shooting, and went and had lunch with my beautiful bride and come back and had to bring this thing back upstairs, and it's got some weight in it. I'm groaning and grunting. Maybe I just need to get a bit more fitter. Okay, I get it. Yes, I should. But it makes it very heavy to be ultra portable. As I was saying yesterday, I took the Xiaomi 365 for a ride, and it was punchy. It was just as punchy as my Ninebot as Black Beauty in the background here. It was nice to ride. Being front wheel drive, it was pretty good off the start. I think that sort of helped it getting off the start. Up hills, the Ninebot Max I did find was a lot stronger being the rear wheel drive. I'd love to see someone whip out and do two-wheel drive on these things, because I think that would actually create efficiencies of scale within the scooter itself, giving you more mileage and a punchier ride as well. But it would increase more cost, obviously. However, it would be interesting to see what they would come up with, because I think it'd be a pretty exciting scenario to have. So the weight being at 18.7 kilograms, it does cause a bit of a problem. Other than that, carrying it up and down stairs, I don't have to do it a lot. I'm a single level home at home. It's just when I come to the office and want to bring the scooter into the city here and ride around. It has got a bit of weight. And that would be it though. That's my dislike. I can't really make anything else up on it. Like seriously, that is the dislike I have. And the size of that base, that 7-inch slab on the bottom that you're putting your feet on, it's putting extra weight in the size of that platform. It's got the massive battery pack in there, which is allowing to get the 65-kilometer range, which I actually will do a range test one day and drop it into this playlist, because I tell you what, 65 k's is a long way. Like that is a long way on an electric scooter. So I'm looking forward to seeing and doing the range test, and put a like and put a comment down below if you would like to see me do a range test on this little Black Beauty as well. So that's my 3 dislikes. So even with these dislikes, I still love this scooter. With the dislikes that I've named today, the app limitations, as much as that is a pain, it doesn't make or break the scooter itself. It's just something that I like to have. I do like to have something with a bit of extra functionality. You are paying premium dollars for this thing. I could easily go into that as a dislike, but look, I think the value of it is there in regards to the build quality. When you're paying that much, you do expect a level of finesse that is just not there with the application. The application is very 2015. I'd even say 2010, 12 or whatever. It's just quite limited in what you can do with it. And also when they're releasing products like the Ninebot Max there, you should actually update your application to have those features and the product within the list segue. So please update your app and put the Ninebot Max in there. Put the ES2 in there, the ES4, because they're not even in your app either. So that would be really, really cool to have. Maybe increase the functionality of the social aspect of it. Find the execution of these social functions are very poor. It'd be great to be able to do a meetup with people in your area and connect with like-minded scooteroos that want to get around and have a bit of fun. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe and hit the bell notification. I love doing tech videos and reviews, anything that's tech related. Like I said, my name is Dan, I am the wannabe geek, and I have an above average interest in all things technology. Thank you very much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. See you next time.